Close your eyes and imagine you're at the beach. You're walking on the sand barefoot. You hear the waves clashing softly. And now, you feel this nice, gently wind or breeze pass by. How do you feel? Now, wouldn't it be nice to forgive others in a nice and gentle way? Everyone thinks forgiveness is a lovely idea until he has something to forgive. C.S. Lewis. In life, you may accept the lessons learned, but find it difficult to forgive the person who has caused you harm. However, if you do not practice forgiveness, in the end, you may be the one who suffers the most harm. Want to know more? Well, you don't want to miss out on today's story, and make sure you stick to the end on another key to untapping your potential. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories, motivational figures, comeback stories, and public speaking tips that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. Two great friends, Daniel and Jared, were once on a trip in the hot desert of Egypt. Because of the intense heat, the two were slowly running out of water to drink. It didn't take long when Daniel and Jared started to argue over who would get the last sip. "You've already drank more than half the bottle," Daniel complained. "Come on, let me have this." "But I'm thirsty. Why are you stopping me?" In the heat of their fight, Daniel suddenly raised his hand and hit Jared right in the face. The slap wasn't too hard, but Jared was wounded emotionally. Despite what had happened, he said nothing and gave Daniel the water bottle. Jared then grabbed a branch and began tracing in the sand in big letters, "Today, my best friend hit me in the face." Daniel saw it, but didn't say a word. Moments later, the two journeyed onward and soon came across an oasis. A pond of fresh water lay in the distance, and very thirsty, the two enthusiastically ran towards it. And just as they were about to make it, Jared's foot hit a rock that was hiding in the sand. And soon after, Jared fell into the pond. Little did he know that the pond was actually very deep. Jared didn't know how to swim, so he began to struggle to stay afloat with what little energy he had from the dehydration. He was about to drown. Luckily, without hesitation, Daniel jumped into the waters and swam to the rescue. In seconds, he managed to bring Jared back to safety. That same evening, once the two had finally cooled down and recovered, Jared engraved on a small stone, "Today, my best friend saved my life." Looking at what his friend was doing, Daniel spoke. "Jared, what are you doing? Earlier, when we had our argument, you wrote, 'Today my best friend hit me in the face,' on the sand. But now when I had saved you, you engraved something in the stone. Why is that?" Jared replied, "When a friend momentarily hurts us, we should write it down on the sand, where the winds of forgiveness can erase it away." He paused, looking at the stone, and continued, "But when a friend acts with great love and compassion, we should engrave it in the stone. Etch it in our memory and heart, where no wind can erase it." Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. Jonathan Lockwood Hugh. It is said that it takes a minute to find a special person, an hour to appreciate them, a day to love them, and an entire lifetime to forget them. Nobody is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes, even you. All too often, when you make a mistake once, you have to live with the consequences for the rest of your life because others will constantly hold it against you. Forgiveness is not always easy, but the more hurt you feel as a result of that situation, the less likely you are to forgive and forget. As you interact with others in various capacities, be mindful of the differences and perspective, because you want to build bridges and not shatter relationships like friendships and even families. That's why you gotta learn to understand people and tolerate their shortcomings. After all, you are a unique individual with a distinct personality who lives your life in a very unique way. It is said to err is human, but to forgive is divine. But unfortunately, most people tend to inscribe all injustices done to them on a stone and have them engraved in their minds. All the good things people do are often overlooked and not written in stone. Notice how many times the press writes about good stories. Scarcely, right? Because the media usually highlights the bad, scandalous news. Well, how about this? How many times have you talked or shared about someone's good deed? Aha, see what I mean? Forgiveness completes the healing process. To have a chance of happiness, you must forgive and forget. And when you do, believe me, your life will be 100% easier this way. It will lead to a better physical, emotional, and spiritual health. According to scientific research, forgiveness can bring enormous benefits to the person who gives it, such as lowered blood pressure, a stronger immune system, and a decrease in stress hormones circulating in your body. Back pain, stomach issues, and headaches will also go away. And in terms of your mental health, the chances are you'll also reduce anger, bitterness, resentment, depression, and other negative emotions that come with not being able to forgive. You can embrace peace, hope, gratitude, and joy by accepting forgiveness. To achieve this, the first step is to recognize that forgiveness is not something you do for others, but rather something you do for yourself. That way you can tend to your relationships and even to your own self with the utmost love, care, and comprehension. This way you have a better chance of winning most of life's battle while also learning to refrain from retaliating against them. Learn how to write your hurts in the sand and carve your thankfulness, your gratefulness in stone. Just as Paul Boesi once said, forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future. Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories on a consistent basis? Do me a favor and support the channel by sharing, commenting below, and please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest updates. Soon you will be on your way to feeling inspired.